Hi Cancers, welcome to your Modern Maven Tarot Extended Monthly Tarot for January 2024. Hope you all are so excited for 2024. It's going to be astrologically one of the best years we've had in a long time, so take a deep breath in and release it with excitement, because 2023 was really about building your personal power, and that did not come without challenges, Cancer, okay? You are water energy. Water is building their power, okay? Elementally and with astrology too. Like, that's what's happening right now. And so there is something to that divine feminine energy and you holding the power, right? Like, your personal power comes with this cup. And you really had the emphasis of personal power with last week's reading too. I will be linking December's reading and last week's reading as well, just for a little refresher if you need it at the end of this video. But we're going to just quickly go over the astrology, because this is one of the first times in a while where the Western New Year of January 1st actually really aligns with a fresh start, leaving the past behind. Like, it's so perfect to see this. And so I hope you're excited, because collectively, I think we're all ready to embrace the Aquarian age. And Taurus, Jupiter in Taurus went direct on December 30th, okay? So that expansion is going to start being seen in the 3D world. Now, it might not be instantly, but the more that we can focus on our thoughts, how we communicate, that we're not speaking about the past. Also, how we communicate with this type of energy, right? The King of Cups, he doesn't let his emotions rule him, but he knows the power in his emotions. And that's the message I'm getting for you, Cancer, is you really have to know the power in how you utilize that emotional power, okay? Like, think of this like alchemy and turning your emotions into power, okay? Because there might be some, with the clearing that's coming with January's astrology, which I'll be getting to in just a second, there are chances where, that shadow can, erupt, and we're trying to keep ourselves safe, right? And so we lash back, or we like flood our emotions out onto somebody. But by the end of the month, the full energy with Uranus and all the energy that's going with that going direct, we're really releasing a lot in our lives, okay? And so then you're going to start to notice too, how all these lessons from Saturn direct in Pisces, your fellow water sign, how all of these lessons were helping you to take you to a place that you wanted to be the whole time. All right? Also, too, don't forget to subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot and hit the like button. So let's dive into a little recap of January's astrology. So we start January 1st with Mercury direct. And the emphasis of this is leaving the past behind, all right? So why I said Mercury, communication, how we talk about our situation is going to play a pivotal role in what paradigm we are stepping into in January. So if there's something, from the past is that lingering on and people ask you about it, it's important how you address it, okay? If you address it in a sense of it's this ongoing thing, like you can't get, like it's cutting the cord, like you can't cut the cord and all that jazz, that unfortunately can kind of pull you back into that Capricorn paradigm, right? And so if we're really manifesting this new, if we're really manifesting all this wonderful stuff that's coming to us in 2024, our wording, our communication on how we discuss these matters that are clearing out, it's really important, okay? Because people always want the tea, and it's really a smart move when people want to unearth something and it's like this, repeating the same story. You just say, it's clearing for my life and I'm focusing on the future. And you redirect like you do with children, right? Redirect, okay? So when somebody wants to pull you back into, and it's not saying that they're doing it out of ill will, but, everybody has patterns that they repeat, and there's comfort in what we know. And so if somebody's trying to pull you back into the past, you redirect and just talk about your future. You talk about, the wonderful things going on, because it is a choice. But when we can focus on our passion and the creativity, and obviously water, like we're highly creative, we have a choice on how we speak, okay? But we want to focus on the new. This is all about the new, all right? Now we have January 4th, Mars is in Capricorn, and this is ambition and determination. So once we accept leaving the past behind, once we stop talking and thinking about the past, thinking about how it could have been different or how we could have changed it, Once we get past that, we have that ambition and determination to move forward. And then we have the new moon in Capricorn on January 11th, which is giving us personal power and progression with long-term goals, okay? So you, of all signs, had a wonderful buildup of personal power over the last, I'd say, 6 months or so. And this is where I feel for you Cancers, you're really going to be feeling that surge to move forward, right? The confidence to move forward. And this can be career, this can be relationships, you know, take it how it resonates. But I'm really excited for you, okay? Because you really deserve it, Cancers. Now, January 13th, we have Mercury going back into Capricorn, which is an emphasis on focus and consistency, okay? So this is a personal, you know, issue with water signs. I am a Pisces. I am calling myself out. The power of patience, right? It's easy to just want to like lay back and flow with the river and let the current take you where you want to go. But it's all about balance, all right? And I think I saw the 7 of coins at the beginning, and, you know, that's really about patience and really working hard and having patience to know that things are coming to fruition. And so focus and consistency is going to take you so far. And then January 20th, we have the Aquarius new moon with Pluto in Aquarius. And this I love, especially for water signs. Express your uniqueness with optimism and determination, all right? So if there's parts of yourself that you have been like holding back, or you've been navigating a certain way because of other people's influence, that part of that liberation is letting go of old beliefs. And this is a card of transformation, okay? And really recognizing like old routines, old beliefs, they need to be cleared out. And so this could be even something that comes back from the first with, you know, leaving the past behind. Like there might be some things lingering, and that's the final, like, you know what? No, that's in my past. I'm liberating myself up, and I am connected to my motivations, my emotional power, and I'm going to charge forward, okay? And then January 23rd, we have Venus in Capricorn, and this emphasis is on focusing on long-term relationships. So now we're clearing the way, right? We are going to start getting some new relationships that are in there, and we're going to really want to focus, like, what relationships are here to stay, and what. And it's not saying you have to clear out ones that are, you know, especially too, like if it's a relationship where I'm not sure where this is going. It's not to say like just abandon it, but like to start thinking, okay, what are the relationships that are going to stay with me, and what are the relationships that are going to fall away? And just, you know, having faith that things are going to work out the way that they're meant to work out. Don't forget too to like make sure that you rest mentally and physically in the month of January, okay? But expressing your uniqueness, all right, Cancer? So remember, you're going to have an urge to like want to express yourself the way you want to express yourself. And if anything's holding you back, it's your shadow. And your shadow just thinks it's keeping you safe. So just always keep that in mind, okay? Now, January 23rd, yeah, Venus and Capricorn focus on long-term relationships. Then this one's big. And this is going to be very big for fire signs especially. But for collectively, like we're all going to feel this. Full moon in Leo, all right? January 25th, clearing the way. So it's very, very important. And so why I think too, like when that King of Cups came out, that we choose our influence wisely, all right? Because with clearing the way, there's two sides to that coin, okay? So we're going to have the one side trying to keep us in the Capricorn paradigm, and the other side trying to expand the things that are going direct with Jupiter direct in Taurus. How we express ourselves is so important. So a reminder, leave the past behind, all right? And when you shine that inner light, you really have to think, is this coming from my shadow, my ego scared? Or is this coming from a place of love, all right? Now, January 27th, Uranus direct in Taurus, all right? This is unexpected events that take you forward. So if you embrace the change and work towards the future, you are gonna see some pretty magical things happening at the end of the month. And then don't forget too, we have the lunar new year starting at the beginning of February, okay? And that's the year of the dragon. So get ready for some like really fiery, passionate, uplifting, powerful energy, especially too, check where, what stage of your 12th year cycle you are with Eastern astrology, okay? So if you're in your seed planting years, if you're in the harvesting years, right? So really make sure that you take a look at that, because that's also going to be an influence on the overall energy. Donna Stellhorn too, wonderful astrologer. She used to have books on it, but now she just does videos on YouTube, but she focuses a little bit on the Eastern astrology, and it's really fantastic. So that's just a quick recap of the astrology. Like I said, very, very positive, forward moving, very aligned with the actual beginning of a new year and unlocking so much amazing power and abundance. So I hope you're excited, because I'm excited. All right, so let's see what we got for Cancers for January 2024. Yep, something about standing in your power, asserting yourself with passion and integrity and courage, and taking a stand for what you believe in. That's connected to the liberation, the Aquarian age, right? Answering the wake-up call within. That's bringing you to all of your power. Amazing. Cool. Okay. Wow. This is absolutely amazing. Okay. Overall energy for the month of January is the moon. So those moon cycles are going to have a very, very influential power over you, I would say. Also, my ear, I have an ear clogged, and so if you do notice some pausing, it's just because I can only hear out of one of my ears. But anyways, and it's really distracting. So even though the moon is ruled by Pisces, obviously there's some very strong Cancer energy here, okay? And so this is intuition. This is seeing, you know, the subconscious. Your dreams might really be speaking to you a lot. And especially too, since we have the High Priestess in the area of what you need more of. So this is about you and your power, and really like just clearing away what no longer serves you and getting to you and your power. Like, this person is powerful, and honestly, like, it would really do you good to just, if you can, with like the full moon and the new moon, but specifically the full moon in Leo, like getting out, like, I mean, as long as it's not too cold, but like getting out in nature and like just sitting there and like really soaking up the moon's energy. Or if you have an area inside where you can do that, right? And just sit and like just soak it in, okay? But your intuition is on point this month. And if it's not on point, you're going to be guided on how to build it. So it's either one way or the other, but no matter what, this month is all about you and your power and unlocking that power, because the High Priestess is an area of what you need more of. And this is seen below the surface. This is your intuition, moon energy, all right? Instead of going outside for the answers, you have the answers within. It's really about just listening to the High Priestess that's within you, okay? That knowledge is deep, all right? Deep in the depths of the water. It makes me think of the movie Frozen and how Elsa dives to, you know, she dives deep into the water, and that's the collective unconscious. That's where all of the generational trauma, the generational like curses, like all that stuff, like it's hidden deep, right? But she unlocks it and she clears it. Okay, so there really is something here. Like, it could even be generational for you. Like, there's something that, like, a repeating pattern generationally, or just something for you, like this repeating thing. And like, there's something within you where you can clear it if you go within. And a big part of that is your shadow. So let's never forget that, because especially seeing the Five of Wands up here. So the Nine of Wands, this is all about reminding yourself that you have the strength, your strength and reserves, okay? Like, you're not backing down, and you know, you might be tired, you might be over it, but you're prepared for any challenge that's coming. And so this is really confident to see in an area like this of what you have the right amount of, is because you know you're almost there. You're not gonna give up, okay? There's something to the end of this month that is clearly worth everything, all right? So hang in there and remember, you have the strength of reserves, and go back to, I'd say, like beginning of November when Saturn went direct in Pisces. Hard work and compassion. That's what you got to focus on when you're feeling this like feeling of exhaustion. Hard work and compassion, but not only compassion for others, you got to have compassion for yourselves. Now this is interesting, having the King of Swords in the area of what you need less of. Okay, because there's something here where you might be focusing more on logic than on your emotional power. This could also be a person, like an influence, okay? So this is, generally speaking, the King and the Queen of Swords can relate to legal matters, all right? And so this could be an authority figure. It could just be like a legal situation in general, but it's calling for less of this energy. It could also be a Capricorn or an Aquarius in your life, so take that how it resonates. But you need to make sure you balance the logic with your emotions, okay? But that you come from a place that puts you first, because so much of this is about you, all right? And that you have to put yourself first and know what you want. Now, this is in an area of what you can change. So the Four of Cups gives the energy. It's also ruled by Moon and Cancer, okay, Cancer? So really make sure, if you are here with Moon and Cancer, this is definitely a message for you. Also, check your if you're a Cancer rising or Sun or Venus, like check what sign rules your moon and really pay attention to it this month. So much moon energy. Also, too, I didn't even mention that Nine of Wands is ruled by Moon and Sagittarius. So, like, you are moon heavy this month, Cancers. So there is some, and then High Priestess. So yeah, moon, moon, moon. Very, very high moon energy. So obviously the moon is our emotions, right? How we expect, to receive like a certain emotional feedback and how we, give it. And again, too, just Cancers, part of your shadow side, like holding things in until it's a flood. So be mindful of that this month. But Four of Cups is related to discontent, missed opportunity, like wishing to get, like, we don't want to deal with this. We just want to be here. Okay, so we can change this. It's all about perspective, all right? So by focusing on what you have and focusing on what's here and like grounded in earth, because remember, like cups are water, but there's very strong earth energy here, okay? This is really advising you to stop. Don't get too lost in escapism, okay? Because that is, for us water signs, it's really easy to just want to escape and be like, oh, I don't even want to deal with that. But there's something to dealing with what you have to deal with these 3 cups that are still down here, and not getting too distracted by that 4th cup up there. Now, the 5 of Wands is what you need to accept. This is Saturn and Leo. So this could be, Saturn is our blocks, our fears, okay? So it could be related to a Leo in your life. It could be related to ego, like something dealing with how you assert yourself, like sometimes we water signs, we don't have enough ego power, right? But there's something here related to a power struggle, and it's a no-win situation, okay? And so it's something you have to accept. Like, really what this card is saying in this position is it just needs to be dropped, okay? But also, what's so important with this card and with Saturn, especially when it comes to ego, what people project in their shadow is somewhere within us, okay? So when we can actually empathize and identify and then release, this energy clears, okay? We're not going to clear it with the other person so much as clearing it within ourselves, okay? So like I said, so much, all of this, go within, moon, 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 right? There's something here to all of this clearing to take you to the Ace of Cups at the end of the month. This is emotional fresh start, emotional renewal, replenishing your emotions, all right? This is that fresh start that is signaling, okay, full moon in Leo, clearing the way. And then an unexpected events that is moving you forward. And this moving forward is that emotional fresh start you want, Okay, I mean, this is amazing. And how cool that, I mean, you overall is water, and you end with this wonderful new fresh start. It can be a relationship too, so take it how it resonates, but something here is really making you get back to who you are, and it's fantastic. But I think who that person is you. So there might be some change happening in January where you finally get back to you. Okay, Cancer? Because we do, like, as water, it's very easy for us to adapt to the energy around us that we're surrounded by. So we do lose ourselves, okay? Like, it's very easy, like, especially in like a work environment or a relationship, like we can really lose who we are, but you're coming back to you. You're coming back to who you are, and it's so amazing, and I'm so excited. So let's get some past life energy for Cancer for January 2024. Also, Cancer, these past life cards, if you are a parent, it can be your life before kids. If you're in a long-term relationship, it can be your life before that relationship. It can be childhood or an actual past life. So take it how it resonates. But let us see what we got going on here. What past life energy is influencing Cancer for January 2024? I just got to the Beatles, Get Back to Where You Once Belonged. You know, that's something to think about. Get back to where you once belonged. Get back. Biggest part about this too, you are a water sign, so I'm just saying this off of empathy, is you can't, the guilt, the shame, and fear, that comes from your shadow, okay? So we never want to feel that when we're going through this, clearing the way and moving forward. Like, you got to believe things are happening for a reason, right? All right, this falling on the High Priestess is pretty cool. Okay, male, female. So there's some hidden knowledge here. Some really deep hidden knowledge, right? That the tarot is really asking you to tap into, and it's related to this past life, male, female. So let's dive into it. I'm really excited about this. Cool, and it popped up right to it. So this is really exciting. This card signifies that you've lived most of your lives as a different gender than the one you embody in this life. For example, you may now be living as a female, while in most of your previous lifetimes you were a male. In such cases, gender confusion and even health issues are often related to this change of gender over lifetimes. Because for most of your lifetimes you lived as the other sex, you may not feel comfortable in your own skin. If this is your first lifetime as a woman, you may even develop gynecological issues or even experience infertility. If this is your first lifetime as a man, you may not relate to traditional masculine roles. This card asks you to have compassion for yourself and trust your soul is doing the best it can. Remember that your soul is the result of all your past life experiences. This is so cool. Okay. Because I was talking about the guilt and the shame and the fear. And so that High Priestess inside you is really asking you to contemplate this card this month, okay? Very, very cool. I'll better put her back there. All right, let's get an empowering question. I like to, because like it's these two different ways, right? And what's so fascinating is because it's this idea of like where they're looking and where they're looking. They're looking at that King of Swords and this conflict, okay? They're looking at what potentially could be a legal issue and this power struggle versus intuition, okay? And imagination and like, you know, escapism, yes, because you need less of it, but like there's something to unlocking so much with that. All right, let's get an empowering question. Also, too, just a reminder, if you do like this reading, Cancer, please do like the video, comment if it resonates in a certain way, share with other Cancerian energy that you think this video might resonate with, and subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot. Ooh, this fell on. Man, this is really some really strong energy, Cancer, because the color of this card with these two cards is crazy. Okay. What would I do if I had enough time? What do I do when I have enough time? So going back to what you can change, this is going to be big. What would I do if I had enough time? What do I do when I have enough time? When you have enough time, if you're lost in this wishing things weren't the way that they are, instead of working through it, and with that consistency, patience, consistency, and personal power, you're missing out, okay? But like I said, I think that this is something you're embracing because of seeing an Ace of Cups at the end of the month. I mean, that's, for a water sign, seeing an Ace of Cups, that's pretty amazing. All right. Let's get some crystal energy for Cancers. Or, woo, well, that was easy. You got, I think, 2 here. Oh, 3. Perfect. Okay, so you got Smoky Quartz, which is Earth Light. Celestite, which is Knowing. Yes. Ooh, and I'm not going to say this right. Apophyllite, which is Astral Travel. All right, so there is something here too. If you are going to be kind of like, you know, because your intuition, like there's one thing about us, like, so sure, yes, there's escapism, but there's also the other side of the coin where when we just kind of like dive in, if you will, like remember I was talking about Elsa and diving in deep, like if we dive in to that water, like there's something here where we could just go on a journey. And that might be where we change this. Interesting. Astral travel might be how you change this. I love this. Okay. Very, 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 very cool. All right, we're going to get one clarifier, Cancer, and then we're going to close this out, all right? But like I said, I mean, this is all about you, okay? This is all about staying true to you, staying focused on you, your personal power, what you want, where you are going, and making sure it's aligned with you, okay? Okay, and you know, honestly, I think I just got to scroll back here quick to your last week's reading. Yeah, last week there was something to celebrate, ... you and your personal power being worth celebrating. So this is amazing. I love this for you, Cancers. All right, that was quick. Let's see what we got. Final clarifier, 7 of Wands. So this is ruled by Mars and Leo. And if you noticed in the shuffle, this was prominent. All right. Again, Mars, how we assert ourselves. Leo, with the energy of confidence. Assert yourself with passion, integrity, and persistence, okay? And make sure you have courage. You stand up for what you believe in. And like I said, that's where this emotion, I really get, this is like an idea of like how to transform your emotional power to your benefit, all right? And really clearing out stuff that doesn't need to be there. This is amazing, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Again, if you did, please do like the video, comment, share with others, and subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot. But as always, always remember to embrace and shine your inner light. You've got this, Cancers.